Established in 1988, the Lagos State Examination Board is one of the parastatals of the Lagos State Ministry of Education. The board was established in response to the 1988 National Policy on Education to support the implementation of the 6334 system of education to cater for the certification of primary and junior secondary school students. In a bid to ensure that the board continues to sustain credible and qualitative assessment of international standard for academic excellence, a meeting was held for the year 2017 Basic Education Certificate Examinations.
When we are doing things of this nature, we have to be very, very careful in decisions we will be taking. Because any decision taken could make or mar the future of this great Nigeria. When you look at English studies, 65%. So then mathematics, 62%. It shows there is a great improvement from us in our school system. It means the teachers are alive to their responsibilities. The policy makers and policy implementers also are alive to their responsibility.
At the forum, the performance of the students at the last examination was assessed. Various issues relating to the board were also discussed.
For credit, 55 to 74, 87,500 is population, while percentage is 56%. Then A distinction from 75 to 100. The population there is 43,731 and the percentage is 28.
French language is a foreign language. Students are only in contact with the language in the class with their teachers. At times we even had to assist teachers with the new topics. So I believe next session we are going to have a better result than this.
Some of the challenges were highlighted with solutions provided.
The P is not being recognized. We only count on C and A. I raised it last year. Why should a student have 50 to 54, having passed, and you just, discounted such a result? This is where the problem is. We still have that problem of some students hanging in the unfortunate web, which we need to solve and help them out.
That's why we really need to go back home and work very hard as school principals and teachers for our children to be up there. Because the performance has improved, we will still have 53 to 54 underpass. So we really need to go back and say we now deal with credit and excellence instead of ordinary pass. And that will be our work.
We know that the P there is also as good as being called a credit. You have said 6 credits, including maths and English. And now you have those with PPPs in SS1. How do we defend that? What do we do? Those of us are here. We take this back to different offices, particularly those of us from the district. That the P we have considered this year is also as good as credit.
Members were encouraged not to rest on their oars in the discharge of their duties.
We recognize your importance, we recognize your efforts, we recognize your support year in, year out. Because without that support of yours that you are giving us, we may not succeed in what we are doing. Because we cannot do it all alone.
Some of the participants shared their views on the performance of students in the various examinations.
I will enjoin my colleagues, the principal of junior secondary schools, to try as much as possible to work on their teachers, maybe train them. Like, for example, in my own district, District 4, I do once in a year facilitate all the English language and English studies teachers on the way forward. And I could see that that has been rubbing off on the performances of the students. So I think in other districts too, this type of thing should be emulated so that there will be an improvement on the performances of English studies and English language in junior and senior secondary schools in Lagos State.
The performance is better than that of last year, and that is our expectation, because every year you need to improve more and more until you get to perfect day. So the perfect day is still ahead, which we are aiming at.
And what we did is that our teachers were being sensitized to work more. Then we want to appreciate the state government for improving on the learning and teaching environment by improving on the infrastructures. Many of our schools now, the buildings were being renewed, were being reconstructed, were being repaired. Why some schools got even new buildings. And apart from that, there's a lot of teaching materials and facilities that were provided in our schools, which actually aid the performance of our students, which you have seen today.
The 2017 Basic Education Certificate Examination Award meeting is indeed a right step in the right direction in developing standard tests to establish performance.